Hey, Dr. Karen here. Welcome to this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest for the week of May 19th, 2025. Today, I'd like to talk about skin stuff and what is actually happening when we see things on the skin that we don't like. Now, I'm not just talking about wrinkles. I'm talking about flakiness, redness, itching, plaque light formation, zits, shall I go on? Okay. Now, as a retired medical doctor and acupuncturist, with all the knowledge that I had, I really struggled with skin issues for a very, very long time, well into my 40s. And now I'm in my late 50s. And I have to say that my skin is probably the best it's ever been. Now, we'll talk about why later. But here's the thing. People do not understand that when they see skin stuff going on, that is your body's way of detoxifying you. Okay, so in the near future, I will be launching my program on U-Wealth Revolution. It's called the Holographic Light Body Detox and Rejuvenation Program, and we're doing all of the 7 codes and keys and model that we've been using all year so far. The physical, mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual, and dimensional detoxes. And actually, we're going to do one extra one. It's called World or Other. There sometimes is other people's stuff we need to detox so we feel better. But getting back to the skin, so physically, we have what are called the detoxification systems, or system organs. So we have detox organs classically, like your main ones are like the liver, the colon, the kidneys and ureters. And I talk about the ureters separate from the kidneys because sometimes the kidneys are okay, but the ureters are energetically blocked. So when we do TOLPAKAN healing and do assessments, I actually check the ureters separately, just a little tip there. The lungs, the lymphatic system, right? We can consider that an organ, so to speak. And then you got the skin. You've got the skin. And then there's some minor detox organs, like sometimes the reproductive system will detox if there is not enough energy elsewhere to do that. And sometimes sinuses will also detox. So some of you are like, oh, so much stuff here. That's because the other detox organs in the system, the physical system, is not happy. Now, there is an energetic detoxification system. There's a mental detoxification system, an emotional, spiritual, dimensional. Today, we're mostly talking about the physical detox system. And at the same time that we think, oh, it looks bad that we've got this gunk on our skin, the rough skin and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was like sandpaper girl, okay? I was like zit mama not that long ago. And I didn't understand this concept. I didn't understand it because I didn't learn it in acupuncture school, and I certainly did not learn it in medical school. When we had skin disorders, what we would do is prescribe cortisone and other toxic medications, sometimes oral, but mostly topical. We're trying to treat the skin. But it's actually internally that we need to treat to get the skin better. So let me give you an example. So when you see the stuff on the skin, you should automatically think, I wonder how happy, healthy, and balanced are my other detoxification organs. If you divine muscle test, you can actually check how happy, balanced, and optimal are my detox systems, my physical detox system, for example, my liver, my kidneys, my ureters, my lungs, colon, skin, the detox function, of a lymphatic system, of these things. You'll probably find out that even though you're seeing gunk on the skin, that your skin's probably one of the happiest of them all. That's why it's helping you detox, okay? Because it is the strongest one. Okay, imagine this. Imagine this. Toxins coming up for healing, right? And these could be old. These could be decades old toxins. It could be mercury from when you were 5 and got a mercury amalgam. Like it could be super old, or it could be super recent, like genetically modified foods are only like 11, 12 years old, right? Like we didn't have them before. So Um, it's like this. The skin goes, wow, okay, there's a lot of toxins here. Liver, how you doing? Liver's like, oh my God, I'm all tired, right? And I was like, okay, colon, how are you doing? Oh man, I'm so backed up. Just forget it. I can't do any more. Right? Kidneys, not even answering, right? The phone. And the lymphatic system is like, I'm pretty congested here, bud. I think you're going to have to take over. So then the skin goes, well, yeah, I'm not actually supposed to be doing the major majority of this work, but it seems like you guys are down and out, so yeah, okay, I'll do it. The skin has the largest surface area of any of the known detoxification organs. I say known because some have argued, and in my experience, it might be true, that the fascia may also not just be a communication organ, but may also have a detox function as well. But let's just pretend it doesn't for a moment. So in that case, the skin is the largest surface area of any detox organ. So yeah, the skin can take it on if the rest of the organs are not happy, right? It's not its main thing, but it can do it. So anytime you see stuff happening on the skin, think gut, think liver, think kidneys, etc., lymphatic system, so forth. I would say the grand majority of the biggest problem is colon, is the gut. If you get the gut happier, then oftentimes the skin stuff gets better. And that's what I notice with some people. And this is my story of how it got better. I used to pretty much, you know, pretty much slathered in, makeup. I think I kept Revlon and Maybelline in business. Um, because I was just so embarrassed about my skin. And, prior to Zoom, we would see each other in person, right? And if somebody would get really, really close to me, they could see the lumps and bumps. And so, I just wanted to like hide them all. So I put tons and tons of foundation on my skin, lots of makeup. And there's a rare photo of me with no makeup on, holding my niece, who is like a few months old. And I don't think I ever let my ex-husband live it down that he took this horrible, horrible, horrible photo of me with all the scars and pock marks and red areas. Now, I didn't have the big juicy zits. Sorry for the grossness, guys, but I'm a doctor, so nothing grosses me out. And I had those little tiny comedones, so I would say probably 1,000 on my face, at least hundreds and hundreds, and then some on my here and here and here, and then really, really rough skin everywhere. My skin was working. Now, why was it? Why was I detoxing through the skin? Well, because my gut was shot. I had taken birth control pills for a really long time. I'd taken tons of antibiotics, yada, yada, yada. So not so great. And I hadn't healed it yet. So then what happened is that the LifeWave company came along with a glutathione patch. I had no idea what glutathione was. Now, if you look up glutathione on the internet, it'll say the master antioxidant of the body that your body makes. It's a very big molecule, so it's not very easy to get glutathione in you, but you can build it within you by having the right nutrition and the right signals. So this patch gave the signal for the body to make more of its own glutathione. And within a couple of weeks, I noticed I was feeling something different on my skin. I was slightly sleepy, but I was imagining that could be like a detox reaction. And it wasn't terrible. So I'm like, okay, drink lots of water, just do it 3 times a week. I'm good. So after 3 weeks, though, my skin was appreciably softer. Like I was like, there is something happening here. This is very interesting, right? So then, the weeks went by and the zits just kind of disappeared. The rough spots on the arms and legs disappeared. And in fact, my skin, for the most part, is like baby bum smooth. Did I say that? Yes, baby bum smooth. So, so no longer sandpaper girl, which is what my ex-husband affectionately called me. sandpaper girl. Um, I now have very, very smooth skin and don't bother wearing makeup most of the time unless I'm in front of a movie camera or a TV camera. Yeah, then I'll, those lights and everything wash me out. So yes, I'll put makeup on for that, but for this kind of stuff, yeah, generally I don't because my skin is so much better. And I don't even have the filter blurry thing on. So it's really, really important to pay attention to your skin. And when you see skin stuff, think gut, think internal. If you heal the internal, then the outer expression, the external, will be much cleaner and clearer because the skin won't have to take the brunt of the toxins, right? The rest of the detox organs, if they're happy, they will take most of the work. So elimination, we should be pooping at least once a day. It should be a type 4 poop. If you don't know what that is, look up Bristol stool chart. There are pictures of poop. Yes, I'm a medical doctor. I love pictures of poop. What can I say? So Bristol stool type 4 is smooth on the outside and it's kind of like a, hot dog, right? Easy to pass. And anything harder than that is not ideal. Anything looser than that is not ideal. So having one or more of those per day is optimal. And if you have congestion, that's your other sign that things are backed up, whether it be in your lymphatics or your other detox organs. Maybe your skin is not as healthy and strong, and maybe you're detoxing here because the skin it can't take it, right? So here's the cool thing. With TOLPAKAN healing, the TOLPAKAN healing method, we can very precisely locate which of these detox organs are the least happy and actually quantify how happy and healthy each of those organ systems are. Within that physical detox system, we can actually check each of those things. So what we're going to do today for a TOLPAKAN healing activation, and you don't have to have skin issues to receive, it's not going to hurt you and it'll probably be helpful, is we're going to give a little boost to that physical detox system. That being said, highly recommend that you still do what you know is good for you in terms of habits like drinking clean, structured water, whether you have my Ascension 3 bracelet to make them like beautiful crystals in the water, or whether you vortex it with the Mayu swirl, for example. There's all these different ways to structure your water. Drinking water, having enough minerals, right? Eating less or not regularly, sugar, processed foods, that kind of thing. De-stressing. And there's another LifeWave phototherapy patch that's really great for that called the Aeon, A-E-O-N is how you spell it. So you got the glutathione patch, you got the Aeon patch, and now LifeWave more recently has created the X39 patch, and that's the foundational patch. It's like a multitasker and helps the body rebuild itself through elevating a peptide you have in your body called GHK, copper peptide. So it's funny because people think, what's a patch going to do, right? But it's amazing when you look at energy and you look at frequencies. Everything actually comes down to energy and frequencies. So if you get the right frequency message in the body then goes, oh, I know what to do with this, right? And it can actually support its own self-healing. So that's really cool. We can't make claims that the patches cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any medical condition, but from my personal experience, I have seen such amazing things happen. And I got to tell you, just me not having zits anymore, like I had zits well into my 40s, like not having zits, having the best, softest skin. It's a miracle. It actually is a miracle for me because I used to be so embarrassed, full of makeup, probably toxic, and didn't want to get on camera because of that. And now I just feel a lot more confident. And like I said, most of the time don't bother putting makeup on just because I love my skin and my skin kind of glows. So it's kind of cool. It's funny. I get that a lot. People meet me in person. They're like, wow, you're really glowing. It's funny how often I hear that. So healthy skin is a healthy body. It's a reflection of that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get into 0 point field together. If you want to, you can move, rub your hands, get some chi and energy going. And then relax, close your eyes if it's safe for you to do so. Focus on the inside of the body. Feel any energy moving, tingles, waves, pulsing, heat, light, cold, whatever it is, tingles. Follow the flow wherever it goes. Just continue noticing where this energy movement is going. This is stillness through observing internal movement. I'll put a link below with how to do this. All right, so repeat after me. I now command that my detoxification systems, and specifically my physical detox organs, be healed and optimized in the highest and best way, all directions of time, and all timelines where I exist, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. We're going to do a second TOLPAKAN healing activation. This time I'll do it for you because it's fairly long. This one's called a reset and reboot. It's kind of like the 2.0 version. I had an original one that was much shorter. This one's a longer one, and it is to kind of reset the body after doing some healing work, and it can be really handy to do that. Now, if you happen to have my Ascension 3 energy infused jewelry, you can just grab it and go reset and reboot. Thank you. And it'll know what to do. Let's do it the long way though. Again, focus on the body, feel whatever's happening in the body, feel the energy moving. And now command that all parts of you, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, dimensional, and any other parts we don't know about, systems, subsystems, all the way down to the subtle energy levels, be reset and rebooted, revived, renewed, rejuvenated, regenerated, rebalanced, recalibrated, realigned, restored, and restabilized to full maximum health and function in the highest and best way, all directions of time and all timelines where you exist, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel free to take a breath in and out. And open your eyes. We'll put some of the links below where you can practice STOAM and also come into the community, because we do a monthly mini healing every month, and it's a different topic every month as well. Would love to hear your comments. What did that feel like to you to have the detox systems have a mini boost as well as the reset and reboot? Love your comments below. And we have lots going on in Light Medicine community, so I hope to see you there. Until next time, much love. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you, would love for you to hit subscribe and the like button, and perhaps share it with someone who's like-minded who would appreciate it. And in the meantime, would love to connect with you in my Light Medicine community. It's absolutely free to join, and it's for sensitive souls who wish to receive love and support, and also to share who they really are. It's a safe space for each of us to really shine. So I'll put the link below, as well as this week's offerings and freebies, and we will see you there.